Welcome to the second episode of my bizarre Boruto theory segment. So there was a theory which talked about how Jōgan might be able to use other dojutsu abilities that I saw on YouTube a long time ago, but looks like that video has now been deleted, so I decided to remake it and add some spices of my own. We will also discuss whether the Jōgan is manga canon or not, so stay tuned. There are 3 different dojutsus hidden in this video, and if you are able to find them all, you will get a shout out in my community tab, so good luck. This theory explains Boruto's Jōgan being able to use the abilities of other dojutsus by the fact that when sunlight, which is also white light, passes through a glass prism, it splits into 7 different colors. Similarly, by following this logic, Boruto's pure eye might also be able to use the powers of other dojutsus, maybe after Boruto masters to use it, or maybe when it evolves like the Sharingan. The Jōgan has been shown to be able to see and sense chakra like the Byakugan, and it can also sense negative emotions and see through invisible barriers. In Boruto Opening 4, we see Boruto is trapped in ice and then he activates his Jōgan and does the almighty push to escape. Also, Boruto is a fast learner when it comes to jutsus. It only took him a few days to master the Rasengan, and he has learned 3 nature transformation at the age of 12, which even some Jonin level shinobis can't do. Maybe it's because of the Jōgan, and instead of copying other jutsus like the Sharingan, maybe the Jōgan makes the learning process much faster. All these hints suggest the Jōgan to some extent can use or modify the abilities of other dojutsus, which makes this theory even more sensible. Now let's talk about if Boruto's unique dojutsu exists in the manga or not. Many people argue that dojutsu that Boruto used in the first chapter of the manga was not the Jōgan but the Byakugan. But if it was actually the Byakugan, then there is no way Boruto would be under his control, and it seems like he's able to use both that dojutsu and Kama seal at will, which contradicts the fact that he becomes unconscious when Momoshiki takes over his body, and the only way he could possibly control himself is because of the Jōgan or the pure eye. Now if this dojutsu is actually the Jōgan, then maybe it's gonna stay anime only at this point or show up later in the manga with no explanation, since the anime has been used for world building and development, and seems like the anime will just fill the gaps when Boruto uses it 20 chapters later. And as anime canon is officially a thing, there is a huge possibility for this to happen. A fan translation of Boruto Novel 3 suggested that Tonari led to a temporary awakening of Boruto's Jōgan by means that were far beyond human comprehension, and for some time the Jōgan will not return. Maybe it means Boruto will need to figure out himself how to awaken or master the Jōgan. Some sources claim the novel was written by Kishimoto himself, while some say it was written by Kodachi. Some even say it was written by a person named Ko Shigenobu who is not involved with the canonical story. With no authentic origin, people still state Kishimoto played a vital role in Boruto episode 8 and 9, where Boruto sees his Jōgan for the first time. Here's a side-by-side comparison of Boroshiki's Byakugan and the dojutsu shown in the first chapter. It seems like they are too similar in appearance, maybe because the black and white color scheme of the manga couldn't properly distinguish them.